welcome to dreamT.V. This is Dream, your humble host. Oh, there we go. It's working now. Okay. How you doing, Harrison? Brock, Death. Um, so as we can see with the title, I am going to be doing uh, a live version of my power rankings. I didn't actually have time to go through last night and do them. Uh, is it not working? Do you not see me? Hello. All right. Refresh your stream, Harrison. Because I accidentally had to restart it, so maybe that's it. But it says nobody's watching on mine, so I'm gonna refresh mine real quick. Ting. Alright. There we go. Now it says two people's watching. Okay. So we are going. Uh, yeah, I know they all maxed, and we would be winning if the rest of our team maxed too. However, not everybody maxed their cards. That's why I say it is important to max your cards. So, and this is the reason why I harp on people: max your cards, max your cards. Specifically for this example. Um, yeah, well, you also got to think that the at least three of the people that are on our team aren't going to do anything because they don't want to be here anymore. So they're just going to sit back and let us do all the work. So I don't think we're gonna get the cards. So how'd you get your friend a SummerSlam 17? Did you play his phone or something? It is a lower tiered card. It is. So yeah, no. The Curt Hawkins card is actually a lower tier card. Um, I looked at these already. There's really, I mean, it's not an impressive card at all. Um, oh, you opened it on his though. Yeah. So yeah, there's like I want to say there's really nothing to go for in this one, but I'll play it. I'll play it. But we are going to be going through. We'll be going through my power rankings for the top 10 of this last week. That is something I'm going to be doing. And I am going to do that here soon. Um, right now, what are we guaranteed in TBG? The bottom one, a bronze, an elite to ultimate card. That's it. And battle points, 500 battle points. This is the worst my team has ever done, and I am revamping my whole team after this. So, um, it's here's gonna be the thing. If you can't play, you leave. I'm done. If you can't if you can't play, then um, how many points do I have? We have 5,953. I have 1476. I'm the only one that was able to uh, pretty much get done. Credits, I have 4,775 battle points and 545 credits. I'm extremely disappointed with my team. For the most part, a couple people are, kind of exempt from that, because they're actually trying to do things. And just, I mean, like Neon, he had a pretty pathetic deck when it comes to team battleground and trying to defeat the people that we were facing. However, they wouldn't have that many points if we all maxed. I just I don't I don't know. I don't know what I can do. Um, but to revamp the whole team. Um, so there are going to be multiple slots coming up after the events. So I'm going to be needing grinders, and I mean I. So here's your chance. Um, Screenshot me on Twitter. Uh, Pictures of a current team battleground and a team event that's coming up. Uh, if you screenshot me team events, the team event of you, what how many points you drew or were able to gather, your last team event of how you max your cards or how you charge your cards, and the points you had. Yeah, I buy the two X charge multipliers. It's 100 credits. Um, and I fill up in 15 minutes. If I didn't, it would take me 2 hours. How you doing, Immortal? Um, so that's where I'm looking at right now. Is no, and I never said you had to. What I'm saying is, if I didn't buy the multiplier, it would take me 2 hours to charge my cards because I play World Rumble, I play Money in the Bank, I watch ads. Um, cool, Immortal. Well, I don't know what to, cause I use Twitter and I use Facebook, and those links are in my description. So if you can get a hold of me, um, I'll start the TBG when I have a full team, a team that I know is going to work. No, I will be doing a bunch of stuff, so I will be looking for new teammates and things like that. So it's probably going to be a day after the team event ends, because I'm not going to be throwing another one in. So um, but anyways, enough complaining about my team, which is really bad, really bad at the current moment. We're going to be talking about my power rankings for basically last week. Um, Coming in at number 10 with, and this is just because of his beatdown on Neville on 205 Live. It's going to be Enzo Amore coming in at number 10. Didn't really want to put him up there, but he beat the hell out of him with that crutch. So Amore gets number 10. Number 9 is going to be Brock Lesnar. He dropped all the way from 1 to 9 because he didn't do anything this week. So, um, I'm going to be Okay, so we're going up to number eight, and number eight is because of what happened after Monday Night Raw went off the air. Um, Neville, for what happened on Monday Night Raw of his beatdown of Enzo Amore, and the whole cruiserweight division is at number nine for what they did after Monday Night Raw went off air. That was kind of awesome. Number eight is Alexa Bliss. Number seven is Alexa Bliss. Sorry. Number eight is or number six is Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins. Number five is The Miz. Number four is Kevin Owens. Number three is Roman Reigns. Number two is AJ Styles, and then number one is Braun Strowman. That is the top 10 for this week. So, mm, and that's the problem is we actually I've actually had that problem with my own team of not wanting to grind. That's why we're doing a whole revamp system. We are going to be revamping my team and rebuilding it um, because of that specific reason. I'm tired of people coming in and playing half motivated to do anything. So we're just gonna go ahead and kick everybody who's not doing anything out and redo it. No, that's not who I wanted to click on. Yes, Harrison, I know you grind when you can. Well, that's cool, Immortal. I mean, my team is WrestleMania 33 plus plus, and we don't. So, um, at least some of us don't. I do, and half the other team does. The other half doesn't really care. So, um, I don't know. Like I said, I have to have you know picture proof. Harrison got in mainly because he became a Patreon. He was my first Patreon. Um, that's kind of the reason why I let him in my team. Being so low. No, it hasn't. Um, Harrison. Uh, yeah, I will get with you after the stream on Discord, and I'll talk to you about it. Probably something you don't want broadcast out on live um, YouTube. So we'll talk about that after the stream. so hopefully it's not charisma. If it's power, I've got it. If not, I need ultimate cards or higher cards. When teams ain't active these days, it gets difficult. Yes, Death, it is. Um, it gets very difficult to do anything when teams aren't active. So yeah, no, a lot of that's what you find with a lot of teams is that they're just not active enough to what you need, and um, this is this I'm actually quite embarrassed about what my team did this week. It seems like every time I've lost, it's because people are slacking. People didn't charge their cards, and people aren't playing, or people complain because they can't win. And I look at them and go, "Did you charge your cards?" Well, I charged some of them, and it's like, okay, well, if you're expecting to win on charging some of them, when we hit a team that completely charges their whole deck, their whole team, everything, everybody, but the last guy charged, almost maxed out, and then you expect to win? That's not gonna happen. So you have to understand that, and the people who don't charge their cards all the way, or most, even most of the way, um, those are the ones that end up saying, "Hey, I can't get no more points, and we're losing." And oh, I've only lost 5 times since TBG was brought out, so this is the fifth time. So I have a hell of a streak, but the thing is nobody's. Every time I have a challenge, we've pulled it out one time. That's not a good record. No, no, no. So he's gonna be the closest one. Guess we could try Triple H. Hopefully Triple H does it. Oh, he did boost, and he's going to. He will beat me in charisma, so hopefully it's not charisma. Alright. Got lucky there. Sometimes it pays to be lucky than good. So we're looking at toughness. That will be him. Because the other one variates, but toughness doesn't. So, and we lost that one. Go figure. So yeah, no. Yeah, I was quite disappointed that this week in my team, and hopefully we can come back from this. However, there will be a few people that won't be coming back from this. Specifically, probably the bottom 3 people on my team will not be coming back. Power and speed. Power and speed. Haha. All right, take it easy, Harrison. Get with me later than on Discord sometime, um, and we'll talk about that, or call and check into that and see why it got taken out or whatever. Because it hasn't gone through. See, Immortal, you should max your cards every time. I mean, just because it doesn't matter if it's Survivor, WrestleMania, or WrestleMania 33 or SummerSlam 17. It actually doesn't matter if their team is active and they charge. It doesn't matter if they're what tier they are because y'all have the same card. Y'all get to play with the same tiered cards. The problem you have is when you run into people who charge their cards and you didn't, and then you go, well, why can't I win? They're only Survivor Series cards. Um, yeah, no, most time it is a bot team, but I've actually faced a normal SummerSlam. That was their team. They were tier SummerSlam. We thought they were bots. Um, Turns out they weren't, and half of them maxed out their cards, and half my team didn't. And it was because of the people who did max. We were able to pull out a win, and it was a close one. We fought like tooth and nail just to win it. And then after that, I was like, see, that's why you don't charge. You have to charge your cards. You have to play like it's a normal team. If it turns out to be a bot team, then it's a bot team. Um, but then you've had your cards charged. You go through, you beat up everybody, and you get max points. AJ Styles for speed and charisma. Oh, let's go. Let's go him. But yeah, no, that's kind of the reason why I tell everybody in my team that you have to charge, you have to play, you have to do something. You can't just sit on your morals. You can't sit there and hope it's just a bot. Well, see, the thing is if the lower tiered teams played and charged their cards and they actually played, um, then it wouldn't matter because the higher teams, like you just said, would think that, oh well, this is a bot team. Um, and I honestly I would love to have a team that grinds, maxes their whole cards, all of them, every bit, maxed out the whole every card on every person. You give me that team, SummerSlam tier, not SummerSlam, SummerSlam tier, and I guarantee you we'd win every time because everybody would say, "Oh, they're SummerSlam 17 tier or SummerSlam normal SummerSlam tier. They're not gonna max their cards." I guarantee you that would be how it is. And then when they faced off, they'd be like, "Oh, wait a minute. How did these people beat us? But they charged their cards. You play with the same cards. It's not like you're going a SummerSlam tier cards up against SummerSlam 17 cards. You're going, you get to use the same type of cards, the same tiered cards. So as long as you charge, you can win. The problem is that most lower tiered teams don't play because they are to the point where they how do I want to put this? They've given up. Most lower tiered teams or people have given up to the point where they come on, they get their login bonus, and then they leave. Or they come in, they play a couple games, and then they leave. When I look for team, when I look for like people to come onto my team, I look at three things. If I just did a hey, come join us in looking for team, and I get a bunch of people coming in, or I have a bunch of requests to join, I look at three things before they get on my team. First, where are they ranked? As in, are they SummerSlam 17? Are they WrestleMania 33? Are they WrestleMania 33 plus plus? Number two, I look at their cards. Do they have a Prode female that's WrestleMania? Do they only have a single WrestleMania? Do they have a Prode Ultimate? Do I? That's where I look at what the female is. Male cards are real easy to pro. They're real easy to get. So I'm not as worried for the male, but the female are a little harder to get. Um, so I look at that and I go, okay, well that's good. They got a pro female. It's an ultimate or it's a WrestleMania 33, whatever. They have that. And then the third thing I look at is probably one of the most important things that people don't do. Is I look at games played. How many games have you won? How many games have you lost? How many games have you played all together? Um, I look at all that because if you're WrestleMania 33 plus plus and you have only played 500 games, one of two things: either you bought your way into it, which whatever, but you don't really play because if you did, you wouldn't have only 500 games played. And number two, uh, you literally logged in every day for like 4 or 5 months, and you got your WrestleMania 33. You got lucky and got WrestleMania 33 cards, for or Ultimate cards or whatever, and you got enough to pro them, and maybe did some Money in the Banks. I don't know, but you maybe you got some TBG points and you bought a card or something, and you really didn't play much. You got 500 games, so you didn't play a lot. I'm not gonna let you on my team. If you have 30,000, okay, we can talk. Evidently, you play. You play the game. You've played 30,000 matches, so that is awesome, Immortal. That is actually really cool. So when it comes to how you get on my team, you have to play. You have to you have to be able to play because when I come into your thing and I look at this and I look at your profile, I look at what rank you are, what your cards are, what your team cards are because if your team cards are better than the three you have down here, um, I'm gonna be like, well, why don't they have their best cards in their team? So you have 25,000 trophies in ranked. I've got 13. I play it, but just not as much as I should. That's like Royal Rumble. I don't play that as much as I should. I've only got 13,000 in that as well. I play that when I need to charge up. I go through. I get 48 cards, picks, and then I go and I buy a doubler, and then I go through and I get all my cards, and I charge them. I go through and I get my picks, and I go through and I grab Money in the Bank picks, and I go back and I do it again. So that's how I charge my cards. But yeah, no, I'm kind of sick at this. The last four people didn't even play a game, so that's why we're losing. I mean, it's not like like they have guys that still have attacks that they're like, well, why do we need to play? Because these guys down here played, and they've got them the lead, so they're like, okay, well, we don't need to play anymore. So I mean, honestly, if they wanted, they could have over 10,000 right now and not bat an eye. But they think we're a bot team or something because we acted like one. Um, Half of our team didn't do anything. So if you look at us, um, that's a playable character. That's somebody who plays, 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 semi plays, semi plays. Not at all. Not at all. Those are bot standings. Not at all. And that guy's a jackass, so not at all. Um, Matter of fact, we're gonna go take a look at something. I want to see something. Um, I'm gonna go look at his deck because he's a jerk. I'm gonna put him on blast. Okay, he just got that card. So, but this is what I'm talking about. He had a different female in there. I don't remember who it was. I think it was an Ultimate Pro. But he's got 800 games. Not even 800 games. That would be cool. A lot of people would be playing more if they did that, Immortal. But yeah, no. See, this guy's a jackass. Claims to play, yet he's got less than 800 games. This guy, he's got decent cards. But he still he lacks on the whole games, but he makes up for it with his cards, and that's why I figured he did have over 1,000. But like this guy, he's got almost what 16,000. Um, 11,000. A couple, almost a couple thousand. But she plays. I mean, she shows it. I mean, this guy didn't do anything. He had 7,000 games played. Almost 8. I mean, you can look at people's games and look at them, and then look at where they play and where they end up. Um, but okay. And what rank are you? Ultimate. Okay, I could see that. Now if you were Survivor Series 17 plus, and you only had 2,000 games, I would be like, there's no way unless that guy literally bought his cards, and he's just now starting to play, and he hasn't been dedicated or because he hasn't because if you went through like I did, I have close to 15,000. I've been playing since season one. Took most of season two off, and I've been playing the end of season two, beginning of season three, constantly. Matter of fact, my ladder rewards, I have 14,904 games. I'm less than 100 away from getting my next ladder reward, which I'm hoping to get this week. I'm hoping to get my mail this week. So, uh, anyways, I didn't have much planned today because of the lack of support from the team and the fact that the team event doesn't start till later. So this is going to be a really short video. Thank you everybody for joining me today. We did do the power rankings today, so thank you all for joining me. Have a great day. Remember, be nice to each other and dream on, dream out.